My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today I'm going to be testing out the 2026 ColourPop Valentine's Day collection. I forget what it's called. It's Y2K something because everything is Y2K something right now, which honestly I'm living for. I am too young. I'm 30. I'm almost 31. I'm too young for like my styles to be coming back into style, but I can either cry about it or enjoy it. So I'm gonna do a little bit of both. No, I really have been enjoying the return of Y2K stuff. Okay, so I have the blushes. Did I buy the whole collection? I did. Lately, right, I have really been trying not to watch videos of people using products until after I've done my impressions so that I'm not biased. But I feel like I gotta stop taking one for the team so much because my team is very small. I'm not getting paid for this. This is just for my enjoyment, your help, my putting my makeup to good use. But I feel like lately I've had more losses than wins. So this time I did decide to watch some videos and kind of see if this is really something I'm going to enjoy. And spoiler alert, I thought so. I didn't try the palette yet while this intro is being filmed. The lip glosses are okay so far. The blushes are not what I thought they would be. Based on the videos I saw, I thought I was really going to love this, and I decided to go with the full collection, but we shall see. The video is not over yet, so let me get into that. It's 11 degrees out. My eye is flaring. I am not a happy camper. But we are going to start trying some things out. So this morning before work, I'm going to put on, this is one of the ultra glossy lips. This is, I don't know what shade. Why does it say nothing? Gloss Up? No, that can't be it. I feel like they had like real names, you know what I mean? Oh, it's got a little heart on top. That's cute. Your New Obsession. Oh, it does say that. I just thought that was like something that was, you know, like a tagline, you know? Okay, so this is like the more mauve-y one, like the little bit deeper. That was my attempt at quotes. Let's see. I was hoping it was going to be deeper than this. I was hoping it was going to be a little more opaque. I was hoping it was going to be a little redder. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be red, but like, you know, just like a touch. This really is like a mauve, or I hate using this term, but like your lips but better. It's going to take a little bit off because it's too much. Okay, not what I was looking for. Let's see about this though. This one is cuter than Cupid. Cuter than Cupid. Look how cute that is. The Super Shock blush. I'm excited for this. This is what I wanted from the collection the most, honestly. These blushes. That looks beautiful. That looks like it's gonna be way too much for my skin tone. Yeah, that's like I think in the camera it looks a little more red. It is more like berry, a little more pink, but still pretty. And I'm going to use my Too Faced Mr. Right brush, and we're gonna try to gently. Okay, that's not enough. Let's see. I'm gonna try to apply this. Okay, let's take a little more. Okay, so color isn't bad. You can definitely like build it up so it's not that dark off the bat. But what I really wanted from this blush was the sheen. And I'm not seeing much of that. Also, these are uneven, so now I gotta try to fix that, but
Okay, good. That takes some of the attention away from my eye, which is what I wanted. I'm gonna try to like blend this though. Like, I see something, but I was really hoping for like something shiny. I don't know if I'll have to do this much like finger work with the other ones because they're lighter. But okay, it's pretty. It's just I wanted more shine. That's really why I bought these. So, all right, we'll see how it wears. All right, so that blush color really was very nice, but I really didn't see much sheen happening. The color did stay for the most part throughout the day. It did fade some. Still looked nice at the end, but I was really hoping for that sheen, that shine, that shimmer, whatever you want to call it. And I didn't get that. These blushes were the thing I was most excited about for this collection, actually. So I'm kind of disappointed. The lip gloss also was not, again, it was not that shade that I was hoping for, and it wore off really fast. I mean, maybe that should be expected, but I feel like it went like faster than I expected. Today, on my crazy face, so you can see, I don't think, this doesn't do it justice, like what my eye is doing. It hurts a lot. This is probably the most painful one I've had, despite, like, except for the one, of course, where I had the cellulitis in it. This one hurts a lot. And it's ugly and I'm not happy, but it is what it is. I've also burned my face effectively because of the compresses I've been doing. So if my eye doctor is watching, sorry, oops. So what I'm going to do today, I will put the eyeshadow on eventually, just clearly not yet. I will do it in this video at some point. I'm going to try one of the other blushes today. This one is Feelings Mutual. And this is more of a cool toned light medium pink. So I'm going to use my same brush. I do have some bronzer on today. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's nice. I mean, it's pretty light. So am I, though. If you're a deeper skin tone, I don't know how this will work for you. Maybe you'll actually see some more of the sheen than I will. Maybe. But, hey, nice, just not what I was looking for. Is there any... There's a little... Like, enough so that it's not like a flat matte. You know what I mean? But I wanted, like I put a highlighter on my face, basically. A shimmery, like, I don't know, a shadow or something. Remember when they used to sell, like, shadow blushes or shadow highlighters? You know what I mean? Let's do the other side. This, I have to be careful. I'm scared. Okay. Yeah, pretty uneven, because I'm me, and B, I'm trying to not get it in my eye. Now I put too much. Whatever, just whatever at this point. We're having a rough one. But I feel like there's a little more sheen in this one than the other one. But still not where I want it to be, you know? And the lip gloss that I feel best corresponds with it is To Die For. And this one is, I think, supposedly pretty sheer. And it's just like a baby pink with shimmer in it. So these do smell, by the way. They do have, what does it say? I'm reading the back. Sweet cherry oil. And cockadoo, I'm not making this up. Cockadoo plum. That may not be how you say it, but that's how I'm reading it. Like a, I don't know, they smell like the other ones. you know, like the ultra glossy lips or the whatever those other glosses were that came out, like the other Valentine's ones. It's like that sweet, almost a little bit strawberry kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah, that one's really pretty. Again, sheer, but I love sparkles. If I can stop biting my lip from all the anxiety I have, this one would look a lot nicer than it does right now. But yeah, this is a cute little pair. This is my favorite pair so far. I didn't try the last one yet. I like this better than the berry one. Still just not, it's not exactly what I wanted. Okay, the only blush left is Not Your Baby, which this is what it looks like on the outside. And some people in their videos had said like this one and the other light pink one are very similar. I don't see that in the pan. In the pan, I feel like they're quite different, right? This one's more cool toned and this one is more warm toned. They're both like a light medium pink, but I don't know. Let's see. So I'm gonna put this one on now. I'm gonna use my Too Faced Mr. Right brush, which maybe isn't the right brush. Maybe I need one of those like stippling brushes, whatever that is. Something a little harder that maybe will keep more of the shine. I don't know. We'll see. So I forget if I said, you know, they have like a plasticky smell. They don't have a scent. Let's see what this one is like. I feel like this one has more shine. I feel like they're different. Maybe not if you have a deeper skin tone, but I feel like they're different enough for me at least. Yeah, this one has more shine to it. So this one I think I'm happier with. This one is definitely a little warmer. So, okay. Oh, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna do the other side. To be fair though, I also have less makeup underneath today. Like I really barely have anything on. I had thrown a little concealer on at the beginning of my day. This is now toward the end of my day. And like a little bit of powder only in some areas. I just wasn't really feeling it today. So that could be helping the shine come through. I don't know. But I do feel like there's, I hesitate to call it glitter, but I feel like there are like sparkles, you know, like on top. So this one I like better. Personal preference. And MGD game still going strong. This sucks. I'm so over it. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna finally try out this palette. Is this a good idea? Probably not. But I'm gonna try it on this eye. I can't mess with this, but I will try it on this eye. And the last lip gloss is this one, Still That Girl, which is, again, a little more of a warmer, brighter pink. These, I don't know how different they're going to be from each other. Yeah, so sticky goopy. That same scent. Not that it isn't pretty, but I was hoping for some different colors in these glosses and a little more variety. But, I mean, overall, nice. So, let's dig into that palette. By the way, these are what the boxes look like. They're pretty. They're pink. They got hearts and, like, sparkles on them. Not real sparkles, like a picture of a sparkle. You know what I mean? That's the story with those. At this time, I have not seen the palette yet. So, I've obviously seen the blushes. I looked at the glosses, but I have not seen what the palette looks like in person yet. We're going to do that together. So I'm just going to put a little bit of primer on the top of my right lid. And here we go. Hard to get.
That's what it's called. And we have little heart shapes on the back. Very cute. Is there anything that says it shouldn't be on the eyes? No. All right, you ready? I'm excited. I was going back and forth about getting this. I wanted the blushes, and then I was like, I think I kind of want the lip glosses. And I was going back and forth about the palette, because this is clearly not like my typical color story. But like I said, I've been into the Y2K thing. I'm kind of missing my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I have it, but I feel like it's not safe to use. So I thought maybe this could fill that void. You ready? Here we go. Whoops. I feel like it could fill that void. This is more nude than I was hoping for. What was I expecting? I don't know. Why do we need that? Those three. Maybe those two. But like what's going on here? Why do we need those two? This could have been a 9 pen, maybe. All right, let's take out the Chocolate Bonbons palette just to see. They're cousins, maybe. They're not, I mean, it wasn't meant to be a dupe, but like, they're cousins, okay? They both have like the taupes and like some light pink and some deeper pink action. And yeah, they're cousins. Still has a faint chocolate scent. I don't know. It's a real shame, but like, especially with my eye problems, I think this guy is probably done. But anyway, I digress. Oh no, and I also dug my finger into 99% Angel. Whoopsie. All right, so we're definitely starting with the pinks. We have to, right? We have to. Not that I'm a pink person. I say as I have pink all over. But if the choice is neutral or pink, it's gonna be pink. So what do I want to do here? Let's do my crease brush from Odin's Eye and go into You Wish, which is a light pink matte. That's too much. And let's put that as a transition shade. Okay, it's nice and pigmented. That's good. I was a little afraid that this shade would be like, you know, you have to like pack it on instead of just like applying like I'd like to, or like that it would be too light in general. It does have pigment to it, which is great. Then I'm going to use my IBY crease brush a little bit thinner, and I'm going to go into Breaking Hearts, which this almost looks like it could be a satin, maybe. It's like a magenta-y kind of shade. Like a hot pink, like a Mean Girls plastic pink, you know? And this is going in my crease. That one's not blending as much as I'd like it to, but it's okay. I kind of lost the light pink too, but it's alright. It's nothing, so it smells like plasticky, makeup-y. How do I want to do this? I think I want to take a little bit of Get the Hint, which is a black matte with pink sparkle in it, on my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it. Let's see if I could put that a little bit deeper into the crease. Yeah, there go the sparkles, but I'm also not like packing it, so. Oops, that's too much. I didn't want this much, this dark. Oh well. Then I'm going to take my finger, go into the same shade, and pack this on the outer third. I see a little hint of the sparkle trying to stick around, but I mean, you know, I don't like that kind of shade. Like, make it a shimmer or don't, you know? Because if it's just like a matte with the sparkles are going to leave. I'm just trying to change the shape a little bit. That's better, I think. Then I'm going to take Sweet Talk, which is, I hesitate to call it a duochrome. It's definitely got some iridescence to it, though. Let's see. Ooh, this is a Super Shock. It's like kind of pinky, kind of lilac, a little bit blue. This one is very chunky. I don't love that. Ugh. You know, sometimes you still lose because I did some research beforehand and I still don't think this is going to be a palette for me. So, I don't know. I mean, it's cute, I guess, but it's, I don't know what I was looking for. I don't know, but this isn't it. I'm going to finish by taking my dollar store brush. I'm going to go into 99% Angel. Use that as a brow bone highlight. And also as an inner corner highlight. This one feels like a Super Shock too. Do I feel Y2K? Not really. But I also didn't really apply it like you would for that kind of style. I don't know. I'll let you know how it wears. I'll let you know if I have a reaction to it. And maybe I'll do a taupe look and then I'll show you the eyeshadow crayons. Yeah, we'll see how it goes from here. Well, folks, when you're seeing this, the issue that I started this video with, this one, has been lanced and taken care of. And we've now jumped over here. I am so done. I've never had this before where I have one and then like jumping to the other one. It doesn't actually jump, but you know what I mean. Two at the same time. Like, I don't know. I'm done. I know what it is. I know it's the stress. I have some things going on, but like, how is this fair? But it doesn't matter because I'm going to finish this video if it kills me. Okay. No. I am going to put eyeshadow up here, which, I mean, is that a good idea? Probably not. But I'm going to the eye doctor tomorrow anyway, probably to get this one lanced. So whatever at this point, right? I am not going to try out the eyeshadow sticks. I will swatch them for you. But what I will do is I'm at least going to do a taupe look with this. And it's going to be what it is. I'm going to use this eye, the top lid. This one, I think the lancing site is still kind of open inside. So it would be way riskier for me to do this one and then like the eyeshadow to fall in. Like it's a whole thing. So this is the lesser of two evils. I think, anyway. All right, so why we have these four taupes that are, like, some of them are so close to each other, I don't know, but whatever. I'm going to start with my crease brush from Odin's Eye, and I'm going to go into Who Is This? The lightest one, and we're going to use that as a transition shade. Wow, that is so light.
And then as soon as this video is done, I'm gonna take this off. But yeah, the other eyeshadow, by the way, wore terribly. So I'm assuming as long as the shimmer formula is the same, then it's gonna wear terribly too. It creased. I mean, essentially it creased. Now that I think about it, did it fade a little? It was the creasing that was really not good. So whatever. I guess this was another bust. I have been wearing the blushes, and I still stand by that the darkest one is not as shimmery as the other two, but it definitely does help if I don't like mattify my face before I put it on. Today I don't have any of that on, but just for your knowledge. Okay, I am going to take, I don't know, I guess I'll take my IBY crease brush a little bit narrower, and I'll go into Maybe Next Time. This is the second deepest taupe. And I'm going to put this in the crease. Okay, that one has some color to it. By the way, please don't do this at home. Like, if you have your MGD flaring up, please don't do this. Disclaimer. Okay, I mean, blended very nicely. Then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 6 on it, this small little guy here, and I'm going to go into Back At It, which is the deepest taupe, and that one is going to go deeper into my crease. It's not that much different, honestly. So I think the first taupe we didn't even need, like in the palette at all. And I would say maybe keep these two. Maybe. I'm going to take a little bit of Back At It on my pinky and put that on like the outermost corner of my eye and just kind of shape it a little bit. Very nice. Then I'm going to take Can't Compare, which is this medium deep shimmery taupe. I'm going to call that a medium taupe now. And I'm going to put that on like the outer third-ish of my eye, blending into the matte. I mean, it's pretty if you're into that kind of shade. That one I feel like is a different formula than this. This one is like a Super Shock, but like, I don't know, I feel like I don't typically have creasing from the Super Shocks in the palettes, so I don't know what that was about. These are both pretty. Let's take a little look. Booked and Busy. I feel like, okay, this is definitely a Super Shock. I mean, it's like blinding. And then Mood Lately, what is the difference? Also a Super Shock. Guys, why are they both in here? This one has like a little blue shift to it and isn't as blinding. Like this is almost more glittery. I don't understand. This is my own fault, right? This is my own fault. I'm going to take Mood Lately. Of course, I'm going to go for the one with more blue in it. And that's going to be... Okay. They are different, but, you know, you don't really need both. So I'm going to put this on my lid, like the inner 2/3. And that is, I guess, a little bit got over here. So I guess we'll just make it the inner corner highlight as well. Sorry, I know it's hard to like probably focus with this thing in the way. I know it is for me. And then I'm gonna take the Odin's Eye shader brush and I'm gonna pick up 99% Angel. And I'm gonna put that as my brow bone highlight funny, that one didn't pick up so well. Use my finger instead. That's a little bit better. Okay. So obviously this palette is not for me, but there might be a formula issue for some people. I don't know, maybe my fellow hooded eye people. And I mean, some of the colors here are just either redundant or they're just not different enough from each other, even if they're not exactly the same. So let me cover this up again so you can get an idea of what this look should look like. Okay, let's do swatches. So I guess we'll just start with the palette. Why not? So we have 99% Angel, You Wish. Ooh, the mattes are like so pigmented. Who Is This? Mood Lately. On Your Mind, Booked and Busy, which I feel like was a shade that existed in a single or a glitter or something. I don't know if I would call this a glitter, but I feel like there's glitter in it, if that makes sense. Sweet Talk, Maybe Next Time. I don't know. I mean, is this really a taupe themed palette with just like a pop of pink? I mean, if that's the case, then I guess it's okay to have these many similar taupes, but I don't know. Someone who's a taupe person, like, or a neutrals person, tell me what you think about this. Like, I get it that this is not like my palette, but I still feel like it should be more, like there should be more contrast, more diversity in it. Breaking Hearts, Can't Compare, Back at It, Get the Hint. So the only one that I would say is not a super shock is that more like medium metallic taupe there. The mattes are very pigmented, but yeah, this is not a palette for everyone. Then we'll do the blushes. Okay, so this one is Cuter Than Cupid. Ooh, it feels so good. It looks more metallic in that swatch. At least more shimmery. This is Feelings Mutual. This one might be my favorite. Yeah, see, that one definitely has more shine to it. And then Not Your Baby. So I know people said that these two, whoops, are too similar, and yet didn't complain about the palette shades being too similar. For me, I mean, I don't know, if you're really only looking for one light pink, then sure. But if you're around my skin tone and you want like some different shades of pink, I think they're different enough to kind of like complement different eye looks. Not from this palette, but in general. Okay, lip glosses. Your New Obsession. This is the supposedly more mauve one. I wish that's the color it was on my lips. Or even a little bit more red. Like a light red. You saw what it did. It didn't really look like that. And this one is 2 Dye 4 with like the numbers. This one I think is my favorite one of these. And then Still That Girl. I don't like the goopiness, but they're not that bad on the lips. That one I feel like is probably accurate. They're not bad, they're just not what I was looking for. And then silly me, I bought some more neutral and pink eyeshadow sticks, which I don't even know if I can use, but hey, here we are. My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I am doing. Or maybe sometimes I know what I'm doing and I just make the poor choice anyway. Is it so wrong to have hope? So this is the For Your Eyes Only Shadow Sticks kit. This is the taupe ones. Not available is the metallic and Try Harder is the matte. Wow, all right. So not available is this metallic. All right, that took entirely too long to open. Let's see what we got here. It's a nice little metallic. And again, if that's the color you're into, did we need that with this collection? No, we basically have this color already. I wish it stayed metallic all the time, if that makes sense. Like when I flip it, see like it's going like not impressive and then it only kind of shines when the light hits it. I'd rather it be metallic all the time. And then we have Try Harder as the matte. Again, did we need this? I don't think so. This is like slightly warmer than these, maybe? Slightly. But like, I don't know. If you like browns, you'll probably be like, no, we need these. To each their own. I respect you. Like, probably if there were a million shades of blue, I would be like, no, we need all of these. No, I don't know. Sometimes even with blues, I'm like, these are too close. There's plenty of other blues out there that we could have put here. But anyway, Love at First Swipe is the second Shadow Sticks kit. These are the pinks. So What Did I Miss is the metallic and Keep Dreaming is the matte. Interesting. Why do these basically look taupe? Guys, what is going on? This is, all right, let's start with the metallic. What did I miss? I mean, I get it. It's like a rosy brown, okay? Maybe like a very, very, very dusty rose. But more color, oops. Okay, at least I can see that it's a pink. That's at least something we don't have in the palette already. And then Keep Dreaming. Okay. I mean, compared to the others, these are definitely pink. But like, if you don't see the others next to it, I think these could pass for a brown. Well, folks, here we are, Jessica getting duped again. But it is what it is, whatever. At least I found a couple things that I like. And hopefully this helped you make a choice. Whatever choice is right for you. There's also like no contrast between these two. They're basically the same shade, but one is metallic and one is matte. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye! See you next time, and happy Valentine's Day!